Hi, everybody. I'm Nikki Novak here in the Fandango studio with the cast, I'm so excited to say this, of Superman and the creator, filmmaker of said film. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Can you tell I'm very excited? I love Superman.
Why did I say hi so much faster than you guys? Why did it take you so long to say
I think we thought a question was coming or something.
It is coming, I promise.
Okay.
No. I promise you. I'm going to start out with you, James. We are here at CinemaCon. There's some footage that you just showed. So what can you talk about as a companion piece to the footage? Is there anything that you can talk about what was shown today?
Well, I mean, we showed a little bit of the beginning of the movie, which is, not the whole beginning of the movie, but sort of a truncated version of that. You get to see, Superman's unique relationship with crypto, and then it led into some other footage where you get to see little bits of the romance between Lois and the hatred of this young man here. Is burning with hatred. I hired him because I said, this man is so full of hatred.
I can feel that.
Look at this face.
I hate being here right now.
Yeah.
I hate you touching me.
Yeah.
I hate Fandango.
Look at him cringe.
That is honestly the best soundbite I think we've ever had.
I hate Fandango.
We'll be using that forever, by the way. You literally just led me into the questions that I have for all of you. Can you talk about the relationship that Superman has with crypto? Why do they need each other in this film? And what do they bring out in each other?
Crypto needs Superman. Superman doesn't need crypto.
Okay.
Crypto's just been it's sort of a foster situation. Superman is taking care of this dog. He loves dogs, as most people do. But crypto, as James has described, is the worst dog in the world with superpowers. So he's always destroying the Fortress of Solitude and hunting wildlife and just always getting into trouble, never listening. And although there's a great love and affection between Superman and dog, it's honestly more trouble than it's worth.
And does it build? Does crypto win Superman over, or is he just a big pain in the butt
for
the whole
just
thing?
have to watch
Such a
the
spoiler.
film, won't you?
You know what? At the end of the movie, he decides he hates crypto. He kicks him out to take care of himself. And
this is like turning into like, I hate Fandango. We hate the dog.
Yeah.
This is like
This is just what this film needs, is a little more negativity.
We're getting canceled before we begin.
Positive, he's the positive, happy. You said that this was your mantra on set, that everybody had to be kind, and this was,
That's right. That's
we're going
right.
to bring that kindness and positivity. For you, can you talk about...
Do I look the kindest and most positive of the bunch?
Yeah, I'm going to you to bring it back to the positive side, Rachel. It's all on you. You have said that in this story, you're madly in love with Lois, but Lois is not so sure. So can you talk about why, how it begins?
I said that?
You're giving away the whole
I've been
damn
trying
movie.
not to say this whole week.
I know. They never know what to say. So they're sitting. Here's what this experience is like for them. I set the rules for what we give up from the movie, and they are well trained. They are much better than certain other actors I've worked with.
They're better trained than crypto.
They're like, I don't want to give away anything, so they're dating. Okay, we can say they're dating. They're dating.
Do you want to confer first, and then you can answer?
Yes.
You
Well, the
panicking?
answer is yes. I think you're less certain of the relationship
Well, no,
than he is.
I know that,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't know what I'm allowed to say.
No. But I think that we can say it. I think
Okay. So then, yes. Yeah. They're at that pivotal point in a relationship where they've been together for a couple months, and they're doing that thing where they're like, was this a really fun fling, or is this something that could be forever?
Should be forever.
That's so
Aw.
sweet. She's not so sure at this point. They're learning that they have obviously a common set of values. They both believe in relentless pursuit of truth and justice, but they go about it in totally opposite ways. They have completely different worldviews. He's somebody who's really radically present and always looking to do the next right thing, but that can mean that sometimes he doesn't think about the implications of said next right thing on the other right things that need to be done. And she's somebody who prides herself on being 10 steps ahead of everyone at any given moment. She doesn't trust anyone or anything right away, and he thinks that everyone and everything is beautiful.
You're just so darn naive. How could you be so naive?
No, not naive, not naive.
Open-hearted.
Well, I'm not sure what. Not naive.
Heart-led.
Well, because naive does imply that you're missing something, and everybody misses something. But I think Superman knows that he misses something about people. He wants to miss the bad stuff. He wants to see the good stuff. I think he feels like if you focus too much on the bad stuff, which he tends to think Lois does, being a journalist and having to ask the tough questions, it's just a matter of like, why spend time thinking about all those terrible things when we did good things today and we could focus on those things?
And she's a little bit like, we could absolutely do that, but also we have to talk about the world as it really exists.
We can talk about this when we get home.
Talk about this later.
This sounds like
right here.
I know. I was going to say this sounds like every relationship, by the way, in the world.
It's really relatable.
And then I think it comes down to a basic philosophical difference. He believes that the sanctity of life is of the utmost importance, no matter what. You do not let anyone die ever. She's a utilitarian. She believes that you want to do the most good for the most people, no matter how you do that. And she can see that that's not always the case. And those are just two different philosophical, ethical structures. And that causes problems in their actual practical relationship.
Can they be forever? No.
Well, they're also just magnetically drawn to each other. That's the other thing is, love is something that nobody can explain and she certainly can't logic her way out of. They bring out love, and their relationship brings out the humanity in both of them. And that's one of the reasons why this is one of the most enduring love stories of all time.
So let's have the person enter that is going to ruin everything for everybody in this
interview.
In my life.
Want to just end on I hate Fandango? No. For you, what I love about your career is nobody can typecast you because you have played, I'm going to say air quotes, good guys, bad guys. I know everybody's more multi-layered than that. But in playing this character, I heard you say, somebody asked you, who did you look to outside of film? And you said, I looked to Lex Luthor, the character.
Yeah, he's got such a wonderful, rich history. I mean, he's been embodied by so many wonderful actors, and through the comics, there's some brilliant writers and artists have had interpretations of him. But also just hearing you guys talking about the differences in their ideologies, Lex is kind of in this relentless end goal, and the means, he justifies any way possible to get to that. So he doesn't care about the consequences of anything. He's willing to put on the line to achieve his goals, and he thinks he's right in his pursuit as well. So, but I mean, the primary thing coming to this was James wrote such a wonderful script. The dialogue is fantastic. The world is rich and fully imagined from this whole universe that you're creating, and then he cast wonderful people in these roles, not including myself in that statement, but these two. So it's just like a wonderful exploration of what these characters could be.
I think Lex believes in scientific inquiry in the same way Superman believes in life. Like, he'll give up anything to learn something new about science. Like, he'll let people die. He'll let anything happen because science is what matters. And taking that next step, even if it's going to destroy the entire planet, he wouldn't have any of the guilt that Oppenheimer had. He would just be like, I found that next step, and that's all he cares about.
That was necessary.
And the next film will be an Oppenheimer Superman crossover.
Suppenheimer.
Suppenheimer, exactly. Thank you all so much.
Thanks
for your
you.
passion.
Appreciate it.
Cannot wait to see this movie. Do you want to end on an I hate Fandango? I mean, just go for it.
Oh, yes. I hate Fandango!